this really complicated academic term that I coined, which is called intergenerational stratification. You're like, what is that? And the second is meritocracy. So what is intergenerational stratification? Well, it's really simply put, there's a guarantee, and if this guarantee gets even slightly put in jeopardy, we get so upset in America that your kids will have a better life than you did, and your grandkids will assuredly have a better life than you did. Almost no one in this room can say that you're living a far worse life than your grandparents did. Almost no one. And I'm sure there's exceptions, there's always exceptions, but the rule is almost everyone in this room is living somewhat of a better life than your grandparents were. Unless your grandparents were like some billionaires from rural Iowa or something, and that might be the exception to that rule. Why is that? Well, it's because of two reasons. We have a very accepting culture of success and the achievement of that success. And not in every country in the world do they aspire towards being the greatest at something. Now, not only do we aspire towards being the best and the greatest, which is terrific as the individual, you could, whether it be in athletics or in Nobel Prizes or in business or economics, America leads in every single frontier. I mean, we could talk about the Olympics, for example, which is actually a really interesting example. We're the only country in the world, major country in the world, that competes for Olympic gold medals, that doesn't fund our Olympic teams through the government. So it's all privately funded, yet almost every other country, China, Russia, most of the European countries will have some sort of budgetary put forth, and they pay athletes, and yet we still succeed. Well, why is that? It's because the individuals themselves want to be the best. Michael Phelps comes out of retirement, out of disgrace, to be the best swimmer ever. Tiger Woods comes back into golf despite infidelity and all sorts of behavior that all of us wouldn't really think is admirable, to go back to the head of golf. And these examples are important because the idea of the individual is something that is paramount to Western civilization.